Get ready to enter the Thrivetime Show.
We started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom and we'll show you how to get here. Started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom, now we here.
We started from the bottom, now we're on the top. Teaching you the systems to get what we got. Colton Dixon's on the hooks, I break down the books. Z's bringing some wisdom and the good looks. As the father of five, that's why I'm alive. So if you see my wife and kids, please tell them hi. It's the C&Z up on your radio. And now 3, 2, 1, here we go.
We started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom and we'll show you how to get.
So how did you apply this principle to your DJ Connection business? You know, it became one of the largest privately owned entertainment businesses. How did you do that?
I specifically scheduled a time for sales, service, customer service, accounting, and marketing, and I put it on the schedule.
All of them?
All of them. Set meetings. So right now for Thrive, just an example, if you want to come here and hang out with us. By the way, on Thrive we offer free high fives. You can fly to Tulsa at any point, come sit in a meeting if you want, free high five. You can come here, it's cool. We'll let you do that until there's about 1 million of you, and then we'll have to set some limits. But here's the thing, is that we have our set meeting. Every single Monday I have a PR meeting at the same time. Mm-hmm. So PR meeting at 11 o'clock on Monday. I'm on the phone, 11 a.m., boom.
No matter what?
No matter what, I'm on the phone, 11 a.m. Monday.
You can't make it up as you go. You can't, I got behind, I missed this. Do 2 hours next week.
Accounting, I have a meeting with my accounting team on Tuesday. Make sure I approve everyone's paychecks. I have a newsletter that goes out at Tuesday, the same time every Tuesday. Then on Thursday, I have our sales meeting, our sales production meeting. It's the same time every Thursday from 1 o'clock to 3. Friday, I have a creative meeting at 10 a.m. It's the same every week, and that's why it's successful.
How did you keep track of what each employee needed to learn or what they were learning? Did you have a list, a checklist for
What
each
you want to
employee?
do is you want to have a book like this, like a binder, and every employee needs to have a binder. And then in the binder, you would write the different areas that they need to know, and you would give them a grade on an A, B, and C. You have all the areas they need to learn, and then you have their grade and the date. So you'd write June 5th, C, sales. June 5th, B, marketing. June 5th. And then over time, you keep grading them until they get proficient. That's how you do it.
I feel like for business owners, so often there's those little problems that you're always having. You call them little fires that you got to put out all the time.
Yeah, man.
And a lot of times it's inevitable, but oftentimes there's simple things like my employees don't know where the passwords are. You know, why is that happening?
It's happening because, as a general rule, as a human, we prefer. I'm going to write this on the board because this is a little crazy.
You love that board.
Well, I do. It's a beautiful technology. Here's the thing: as a human, most of us. We prefer chaos over predictable success. We prefer chaos over predictable success. Why? And when you guys edit this, make it nicer. But we prefer chaos over predictable success. Why? Because we would rather do anything than to be bored. So what happens is we would hate to have the same meeting every Tuesday because that's predictable, right? So we would hate to, the people I know who went to medical school, who graduated with top honors, they had the same schedule every week where they would study. They're people of routine. Every entrepreneur I've ever read about. Let's just take a look. Let's look at this for a second here. If you look on this wall here, Donald Trump, Jeff Bezos, down here George Lucas, Russell Simmons, James Brown, they were all creatures of habit.
Yeah.
And they all had habits. James Brown, musician. He's the first one to really move on the stage. He could really energize the crowd. He did the stuff that, the foot shuffle that kind of gave Michael Jackson Michael Jackson kind of improved upon where James Brown took it. James Brown was the godfather of soul music, but he was the hardest working man. And he had a set schedule for his band, and they would practice and practice and practice. And if you look up his life story or you watch it on one of these television shows about the life of James Brown, you'll discover a man who practiced. Michael Jordan, you'll watch a video about a guy who practiced. Steve Jobs, practice. And was it random? No, it was a set time.
Right.
So that's something we have to do. But we have to fight the desire to have predictable chaos.
to help you guys out, we made a list of the meetings that we have every week, that you have every week. So we got the sales meeting.
Sales meeting.
You got the accounting meeting.
Accounting.
Leadership meeting.
Boom.
Product service quality control meeting. New employee training. Every week these happen. Every week. Sales training. Leadership training. Product service quality control training. What are some of the meetings that you used to host at DJ Connections? Were those the same ones essentially? Did they change with Thrive or?
Well, when you're in a small business, you want to take these multiple meetings and combine them into meetings.
Okay.
So you might have a meeting just on like marketing and sales.
Okay.
Because you don't have enough revenue and enough people to have someone who specializes in just social media.
Gotcha.
So social media and sales and marketing might have to all be at the same time.
So what did those meetings look like for you though when you just had like 2 or 3 people?
I'd say,
Is that
hey,
awkward or is it good?
I'd say, hey, I'm changing some names here,
Yeah,
but
no.
hey, Bill, let's just pretend you're Bill.
Okay.
Hey, Bill, this week we got to make sure that you know this sales script. So here's the script. I'm going to role play. I'm going to pretend like I'm the customer. You're going to pretend like you're the sales guy. Let's do it.
Yeah, and then you just do it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Boom.
That's good. Well, hey, let's just go ahead and jump right into the next one then.
Yeah.
Number 10 here.
Boom.
Being a leader, not a pleaser. A leader, not a
Okay.
pleaser. Notable quotable from Colin Powell, decorated military hero, 4-star general of the United States Army, and former U.S. Secretary of State. He once said, being responsible sometimes means pissing people off. What is he talking about? And why is that important?
Well, here's what he's talking about. You're going to first hire somebody, then they're going to respect you, then they're going to like you.
You don't need them to like you in the beginning?
If you hire somebody, your number one goal is to get them to respect you, then to like you. That's how it works. So yesterday was the first day in probably a month where I've smiled for a sustained period of time because of some of the neat stuff that's going on. There's people online for Thrive right now who are wanting to win this trip to visit Lee Cockerell, to go to Disney World to meet the man who once managed it. And I'm so excited to hear these stories of people, of you guys who your stories and why you want to go to Disney World.
I mean, this is what you care about, man.
This is what I'm into.
What gets you up in the morning is helping people like that.
Yeah. So the thing is, though, I am excited because the people we've hired are now doing the jobs needed, and the customers are having success, which is now the people on the team are going, gosh, we're actually doing this crazy person's systems, and the customers actually like us.
Right.
Now that they feel better about their job, they feel better about me, they feel better about the customer. It's a great thing. Now, I see in businesses all the time, what we do is we hire people, and our number one goal is to get them to like us,
Right.
and then they never respect us.
So is that the main difference then between the leader and the pleaser?
Yeah, a pleaser is going to be right here. This is what the pleaser is going to do, and this is what the leader is going to do.
Okay.
And Colin Powell articulately put it. What did he say again? He says,
being responsible sometimes means pissing people off.
you got to piss people off. I mean, so that's the thing. Like, I mean, if you have somebody who works for you and they're not following your sales script, or they're not building the right widget properly, they're not making your cupcake the right way, they're not installing roofs the right way, you have to say something. You have to hold them accountable. I don't know if the people who work for you are just weird, but as a human, as a general rule, we all don't like criticism, right?
Right.
So when somebody tells you for the first time, hey, you didn't do that good of a job on your sales call, we don't want to hear it, right? We're like, what?
Right.
But when your boss is firm and is consistent and says, hey, I want to help you grow, Caleb,
Right.
but in order to keep you from limiting your paycheck and your potential, I've got to hold you accountable to this system. And my goal is not for you to like me. My goal is for you to respect me, because I'm going to help you make money.
Right.
So for your benefit, the benefit of our customer, and the benefit of our business, I'm going to hold you accountable. Once you start having success, you'll like me.
I love it.
But if I hire you and my number one priority is to get you to like me, so I don't give you that constructive criticism, you'll never respect me because you'll never get results.
Have you found that, I mean, even with all the consulting that you do, a lot of times these companies are led by pleasers?
Yeah. It's the worst thing you could possibly do, almost. I know that I'm a polarized person where everything's the best movie or the worst movie ever.
Yeah, that's true.
Noah right now happens to be the worst movie I've ever heard about. But there'll be another movie. I think it's the worst movie ever. But really, this is a really very terrible thing you can do in your business. If you're a pleaser, you just can't grow.
Well, I mean, we can go back through the other principles we've already talked about. There's no way if you're a pleaser, you're getting the people off the bus that need to be getting off the bus.
Yeah.
You can apply it to almost all these we've talked about already.
I don't think anything we talked about today works if you're a pleaser.
Exactly. So, Clay, tell me this then. If I am naturally a pleaser and not the leader you're talking about, what do I do? What action steps do I take to change this mindset?
Well, right now, at this very second, you have to decide something. Right now.
Just a choice.
Not later. I talked to a guy the other day, and he has a wife, and he's got these 2 little kids. And serious like a heart attack. He is in a situation where he has an employee that's not performing. It's a small business.
Yeah.
And this employee literally is not performing. He's doing a bad job.
Yeah.
And it's costed my main man
Yeah.
$50,000 a year because this person who works for him is not performing.
Gosh.
$50,000. You're saying, well, what kind of business? It's a professional business. It's a business. It's, there's medical and legal, and it's a professional business.
Yeah.
And this person's not doing his job.
Yeah.
And it's costing him $50,000 a year. Now, so he has to stay late every night. Staying late. He financially is struggling. And I just asked him, do you care more about keeping that guy happy or your wife and your kids? And he's like, what do you mean? I said, well, if you care more about your wife and kids, you need to tell that person right now, stop it. I'm done with that whole thing you're doing.
Yeah.
We're done with it. And I have interviewed other people, and I will fire you right now if you do not follow these systems.
Right.
But I am not staying late again to cover for you. I am not going to another meeting on your behalf.
Right.
I'm not meeting with another client because you're calling in late or drunk. I'm done with it. And I know I've known you since college, but you are an alcoholic, and I do not care. And if you do not stop doing this, I am going to fire you because I would rather spend my life with my kids and my wife than to spend time filling in for you.
That's good.
Now, for some people watching this, that's hard to do.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, for me, it was hard to do. I had a young man who, I've told this story before, but I can't tell it enough. He used to literally come to work every single day late. So every single night, I had to miss family time because I had to cover for this guy. Every single holiday, I had to, it seemed like at least once or twice a week, I'd have to fill in because this person wasn't getting their job done.
Right.
Well, now, that's not the case anymore. Because I can hold that person accountable, I can be over here. That's what matters.
I can only imagine what that does to the morale of the office too when you eradicate, this person from the office.
Oh, it's like a cancer.
Yeah. It can only the whole environment has got to just completely change.
It's brutal.
All right, well, let's go on then to number 11 here.
Ooh.
This is not the last one. We advertised 11. We got a bonus one because
nice.
you always go above and beyond.
I got to over-deliver.
Right, that's what we're doing here. So number 11 is master the small task to achieve your big goals.
Yeah.
Notable quotable from John Wooden.
Ooh.
Coach. It's the little details that are vital. Little things make big things happen. What does this quote mean to you, Clay?
Well, first off, if you're born yesterday
Yeah.
or born sometime after John Wooden was
First
in
of
his
all,
peak,
well done. You're getting a head start on life.
well, John Wooden won more NCAA championships than any coach. Absolutely dominant.
Yeah.
And he won with big players, short players, fast teams, slow teams. He just won.
Right.
Think about Phil Jackson. Kobe Bryant. How many championships has Kobe Bryant won without Phil Jackson? How many did Michael Jordan win without him? So what is maybe there a common link there? Probably. Well, Phil Jackson is a master of the details, okay? So the details, when you talk about the details come down to daily checklists. And what you have to do is you have to have a checklist for every position in your business. One for the bathroom, one for the lobby, one for your social media, one for anything that you want to get done. You have to be a master of those details, those small little details. Check in the box. Did you do it or not?
Right.
That's the difference between mastery and just complete mediocrity.
I mean, but even just in the time that I've been with you, I've seen countless numbers of business owners that have great ideas, right?
Huge!
Big ideas,
Yeah.
changing the world.
Changing the
It's going to
world.
be beautiful. But they can't take 5 minutes to make a business plan.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Making a checklist is boring. And we would rather have predictable chaos, right? We'd rather have just that chaos that happens than to have, where you have that scheduled success. I mean, it's so boring to make a checklist. I don't want to make a checklist. That's boring.
So if
I was talking about unicorns in Narnia.
If I'm trying to switch over here and start managing those details, what does that look like practically for me?
Practically, you need to make a checklist for every single position in your business.
Realistically. Yeah, checklist, really.
Yeah. And you probably
have
need
to do a checklist.
It'd probably take you 30 hours to make a checklist for every position in your business.
And there's no way around it. It needs to happen.
No way around it.
How have you seen, this is how all the great leaders do it?
Everyone, go to a Chick-fil-A, ask them for their checklist. Go to Starbucks and ask them. Perhaps you're watching this and you're a barista.
Okay.
First off, I commend you because I love your beverages. But if you're watching this, there's a system.
Yeah.
If you go to Starbucks and you order like a Frappuccino with a pump of this and a pump of that, hold this, add that with a grande, whatever, it's the same. It's standardized. Coast to coast, it's always the same.
There's no special touches here and a little...
Yeah, it's duplicatable. If it's not duplicatable and replicatable, if it's not completely duplicatable, if it's not something you can replicate, it's not worth doing.
The number of new customers that we've had is up 411% over last year. We are Jared and Jennifer Johnson. We own Platinum Pest and Lawn and are located in Owasso, Oklahoma. And we have been working with Thrive for business coaching for almost a year now.
Yeah. So what we want to do is we want to share some wins with you guys that we've had by working with Thrive. First of all, we're on the top page of Google now. Okay. I just want to let you know what type of accomplishment this is. Our competition, Orkin, Terminex, they're both $1.3 billion companies. They both have 2,000 to 3,000 pages of content attached to their website. So to basically go from virtually non-existent on Google to up on the top page is really saying something. But that's come by being diligent to the systems that Thrive has, by being consistent and diligent on doing podcasts and staying on top of those podcasts to really help with getting up on with their listing and ranking there with Google.
And also we've been trying to get Google reviews, asking our customers for reviews. And now we're the highest rated and most reviewed pest and lawn company in the Tulsa area. And that's really helped with our conversion rate. And the number of new customers that we've had is up 411% over last year.
Wait, say that again. How much are we up?
411%.
Okay, so 411% we're up with our new customers. Amazing.
Right. So not only do we have more customers calling in, we're able to close those deals at a much higher rate than we were before. Right now, our closing rate is about 85%, and that's largely due to, first of all, like our Google reviews that we've gotten people really see that our customers are happy, but also we have a script that we follow. And so when customers call in, they get all the information that they need. That script has been refined time and time again. It wasn't a one and done deal. It was a system that we followed with Thrive in the refining process, and that has obviously the 411% shows that system works.
Yeah, so here's a big one for you. So last week alone, our booking percentage was 91%. We actually booked more deals, more new customers last year than we did the first 5 months, or I'm sorry, we booked more deals last week than we did the first 5 months of last year from before we worked with Thrive. So again, we booked more deals last week than the first 5 months of last year. And it's incredible. But the reason why we have that success is by implementing the systems that Thrive has taught us and helped us out with. So.
Some of those systems that we've implemented are group interviews. That way we've really been able to come up with a really great team. We've created and implemented checklists. That way everything gets done and it gets done right. It creates accountability. We're able to make sure that everything gets done properly, both out in the field and also in our office. And also doing the podcast, like Jared had mentioned, that has really, really contributed to our success. But that, like I said, the diligence and consistency in doing those and that system has really, really been a big blessing in our lives. And also, it's really shown that we've gotten the success from following those systems.
Yeah. So before working with Thrive, we were basically stuck. Really no new growth. with our business, and we were in a rut, and we didn't know.
Oh, sorry. The last 3 years, our customer base had pretty much stayed the same. We weren't shrinking, but we weren't really growing either.
Yeah, and so we didn't really know where to go, what to do, how to get out of this rut that we're in. But Thrive helped us with that. You know, they implemented those systems. That they taught us those systems. They taught us the knowledge that we needed in order to succeed. Now it's been a grind. Absolutely, it's been a grind this last year. But we're getting those fruits from that hard work and the diligent effort that we're able to put into it. So again, we were in a rut. Thrive helped us get out of that rut. And if you're thinking about working with Thrive, quit thinking about it and just do it. Do the action, and you'll get the results. It will take hard work and discipline, but that's what it's going to take in order to really succeed. So we just want to give a big shout out to Thrive, a big thank you out there to Thrive. We wouldn't be where we're at now without their help.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Moore. I'm a pediatric dentist. Through our new digital marketing plan, we have seen a marked increase in the number of new patients that we're seeing every month, year over year. 1 month, for example, we went from 110 new patients the previous year to over 180 new patients in the same month. And overall, our average is running about 40 to 42% increase month over month, year over year. The group of people required to implement our new digital marketing plan is immense, starting with a business coach, videographers, photographers, web designers. Back when I graduated dental school in 1985, nobody advertised. The only marketing that was ethically allowed in everybody's eyes was mouth-to-mouth marketing. By choosing to use the services, you're choosing to use a proven turnkey marketing and coaching system that will grow your practice and get you the results that you're looking for. I went to the University of Oklahoma College of Dentistry, graduated in 1983, and then I did my pediatric dental residency at Baylor College of Dentistry from 1983 to 1985.
Hello, my name is Charles Kolaw with Kolaw Fitness. Today I want to tell you a little bit about Clay Clark and how I know Clay Clark. Clay Clark has been my business coach since 2017. He's helped us grow from 2 locations to now 6 locations. We're planning to do 7 locations in 7 years and then franchise. And Clay has done a great job of helping us navigate anything that has to do with like running the business, building the systems, the checklists, the workflows, the audits, how to navigate lease agreements, how to buy property, how to work with brokers and builders. This guy is just amazing. He's this kind of guy has worked in every single industry. He's written books with like Lee Cockrell, head of Disney, with the 40,000 cast members. He's friends with like Mike Lindell. He does Reawaken America tours, where he does these tours all across the country, where 10,000 or more people show up to some of these tours. On the day-to-day, he does anywhere from about 160 companies. He's at the top. He has a team of business coaches, videographers, and graphic designers and web developers, and they run 160 companies every single week. So think of this guy with a team of business coaches running 160 companies. So in the weekly, he's running 160 companies. Every 6 to 8 weeks, he's doing Reawaken America tours. Every 6 to 8 weeks, he's also doing business conferences where 200 people show up, and he teaches people a 13-step proven system that he's done and worked with billionaires, helping them grow their companies. So I've seen guys from startups go from startup to being multimillionaires, teaching people how to get time freedom and financial freedom through the system. Critical thinking, document creation, putting it into organizing everything in their head to building into a franchisable, scalable business. Like one of his businesses has like 500 franchises. That's just one of the companies or brands that he works with. So amazing guy, Elon Musk kind of like smart guy. He kind of comes off sometimes as socially awkward, but he's so brilliant, and he's taught me so much. When I say that, like Clay is like, he doesn't care what people think when you're talking to him. He cares about where you're going in your life and where he can get you to go. And that's what I like most about him. He's like a good coach. A coach isn't just making you feel good all the time. A coach is actually helping you get to the best you. And Clay has been an amazing business coach. Through the course of that, we became friends. I was really most impressed with him is when I was shadowing him one time. We went into a business deal and listened to it. I got to shadow and listen to it. And when we walked out, I knew that he could make millions on the deal. And they were super excited about working with him. And he told me, he's like, I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to turn it down, because he knew it was going to harm the common good of people in the long run. And the guy's integrity just really wowed me. It brought tears to my eyes to see that this guy, his highest desire was to do what's right. And anyways, just an amazing man. So anyways, impacted me a lot. He's helped navigate anytime I've got nervous or worried about how to run the company, or navigating competition and an economy that's like, I remember we got closed down for 3 months. He helped us navigate on how to stay open, how to get back open, how to just survive through all the COVID shutdowns, lockdowns.
I'm Rachel with Tip Top Canine, and we just want to give a huge thank you to Clay and Vanessa Clark.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan with Tip Top Canine. Just want to say a big thank you to Thrive 15. Thank you to Make Your Life Epic. We love you guys, we appreciate you, and really just appreciate how far you've taken us. This is our old house, right? This is where we used to live a few years ago. This is our old neighborhood. See? It's nice, right? So this is my old van and our old school marketing, and this is our old team. And by team, I mean it's me and another guy.
This is our new house with our new neighborhood. This is our new van with our new marketing, and this is our new team. We went from 4 to 14, and I took this beautiful photo. We worked with several different business coaches in the past, and they were all about helping Ryan sell better and just teaching sales, which is awesome, but Ryan is a really great salesman. So we didn't need that. We needed somebody to help us get everything that was in his head out into systems, into manuals and scripts, and actually build a team. So now that we have systems in place, we've gone from 1 to 10 locations in only a year.
In October 2016, we grossed 13 grand for the whole month. Right now it's 2018, the month of October. It's only the 22nd. We've already grossed a little over 50 grand for the whole month, and we still have time to go. We're just thankful for you, thankful for Thrive and your mentorship, and we're really thankful that you guys have helped us to grow a business that we run now instead of the business running us. Just thank you times 1,000.
The Thrivetime Show 2-day interactive business workshops are the world's highest rated and most reviewed business workshops because we teach you what you need to know to grow.
You can learn the proven 13-point business systems that Dr. Zellner and I have used over and over to start and grow successful companies. I mean, we get into the specific steps on what you need to do to optimize your website. We're going to teach you how to fix your conversion rate. We're going to teach you how to do a social media marketing campaign that works. How do you raise capital? How do you get a small business loan? We teach you everything you need to know here during a 2-day, 15-hour workshop. It's all here for you. You work every day in your business, but for 2 days you can escape and work on your business and build these proven systems so now you can have a successful company that will produce both the time freedom and the financial freedom that you deserve. You're going to leave energized, motivated, but you're also going to leave empowered. The reason why I've built these workshops is because as an entrepreneur, I always wish that I had this. And because there wasn't anything like this, I would go to these motivational seminars, no money down, real estate, Ponzi scheme, get motivated seminars, and they would never teach me anything. It was like you went there and you paid for the big chocolate Easter bunny, but inside of it, it was a hollow nothingness. And I wanted the knowledge, and they're like, oh, but we'll teach you the knowledge after our next workshop. And the great thing is we have nothing to upsell. At every workshop, we teach you what you need to know. There's no one in the back of the room trying to sell you some next big get-rich-quick, walk-on hot coals product. It's literally, we teach you the brass tacks, the specific stuff that you need to know to learn how to start and grow a business. And I encourage you to not believe what I'm saying, and I want you to Google the Z66 auto auction. I want you to Google elephant in the room. Look at Robert Zellner and Associates. Look them up and say, are they successful because they're geniuses, or are they successful because they have a proven system? When you do that research, you will discover that the same systems that we use in our own business can be used in your business. Come to Tulsa, book a ticket, and I guarantee you it's going to be the best business workshop ever, and we'll even give you your money back if you don't love it. We've built this facility for you, and we're excited to see you.
And now you may be thinking, what does it actually cost to attend an in-person 2-day interactive Thrivetime Show business workshop? Well, good news. The tickets are $250 or whatever price that you can afford. What? Yes, they're $250 or whatever price you can afford. I grew up without money, and I know what it's like to
live without money. So if you're out there today and you want to attend our in-person 2-day interactive business workshop, all you got to do is go to thrivetimeshow.com to request those tickets. And if you can't afford $250, we have scholarship pricing available to make it affordable for you.